has returned. Free from their imprisonment, ancient wizard kings come, seeking lost magics and new realms to conquer, turning all whom they encounter, by choice or by force. Through strife, champions arise. New unities are founded. And powerful arcane knowledge unlocked. As gods and mortals clash, the forces unleashed will shape a new age of wonders.
Well, hello there. Good to see you. Well, here we are. We get to actually get into the gameplay of Age of Wonders 4. So let's get right down to it. New game.
Choose your destination.
Okay. A realm of your own creation. Unknown realm. Mysterious realm, clouded by astral mists. This realm has unknown traits, so you will need to adapt quickly once its secrets are revealed. Okay. And then, yeah. Well, how about this? Let us just start it off with the initiation realm. Let's not get too crazy. Fields of Rebirth. Beginner scenario. Initiation realm. No skulls. So, I'm guessing that is the difficulty. The returning Wizard Kings first preyed on small, bountiful, and harmonic realms to hone their skills. Will you be a protector or invader of this beautiful domain? Harmonious lands. What does that mean? Okay, Wizard Kings are ancient archmages who seek power across the realms of the Astral Sea. Before joining the Pantheon at Magehaven, the Torment of Shadows left many mentally warped. Wizard Kings are no longer limited to their original mortal form and can create people vastly different from themselves. Harmonious lands. This realm is more peaceful, but still not without danger. High-tier infestation spawners are absent. Alright, well, let's get into it, and we will see how this goes. So, yeah. Okay. Select. Difficulty. Let's actually get into normal. The returning Wizard Kings, first grade on small bounty. Yep. Okay. So let's go into normal. Next.
Your journey starts
Now
here.
I have a specific... Yes, as you can see, I have all these different groups that I have already kind of designed. And over time, I can change them up a little bit because I kind of want to have a narration going on within all of this. So this is my beginner, my starter civilization. They are a champion. The class of the hero is defender with a sword and shield. They use the Tome of Faith. I've called the race the Harrowfar. They're human. Their traits are adaptable, fast recuperation, defensive tactics. So basically, I'm pretty sure that's just the basic human traits. The culture type is feudal. They are adept settlers and prolific swarmers. So what that does is the feudal is considered by some individuals, if not most, to be the weakest of the cultures, but it's the most basic, and they have advantages to maintaining units and what have you. Now, let's get into that real quick to show. Okay, so has higher food income. Units benefit from close formation with stand together and feudal lord. Okay, so food is used to gain new population in your cities and pay population upkeep. Greater food income will cause cities to grow faster, annexing pastures, building farms and foresters in provinces, building certain city structures, collecting pickups. A city with insufficient food income will suffer from starvation. So, not good. Okay. Stand together. Units deal 20% plus 20% damage when adjacent to another friendly unit with stand together. Okay. Useful. And feudal lord. While army leader, all non-hero units in army have minus 20% unit upkeep. Okay, that's good. Now with that said, adept settlers funding cities costs minus 25% Imperium. That's obviously one of the resources. And newly founded cities gain plus 1 population, which is actually pretty big. Let me see, man. Expanded governance, repeatable general right, increase the city cap by plus 1. You can only have so many cities, or you can manage only so many cities depending on certain aspects and your progression through the map and your civilization level. Prolific swarmers, cities require minus 10% food for gaining new population, which is pretty big. Racial tier 1 units have plus 1 rank, which is really good. Non-magic origin units require minus 20% unit upkeep, which is also really big, because that makes it so you're able to actually build up a decent population while also maintaining troops for less. And the settlers allows you to more easily expand. So you're getting a bit into the rushing and more units per instead of more than quality, I guess you could say. So, all right, she is also her ambition is defender and AI personality, chivalrous diplomat. So the ambition is basically you get a few like little bonuses for completing little tasks that are based on their ambition, and they're multiple, a decent amount of them. Okay, the Harrowfar are a simple and hard-working people, named after the tools they use to cultivate the land. They are faithful to the gods, hardy and adaptive. Not as old as the elves and dwarves, an acknowledgement of shorter lifespans helps drive ingenuity. Honor and respect are held in higher esteem. The Degrance bloodline have led the Harrowfar humans for generations, maintaining tradition. Rhynia, who inherited the crown from her late father, seems to be different. What direction will she guide her people? Well, let's see. What direction will she guide her people? 3 order focus, 2 nature focus, 1 chaos focus. All right, let's get into this. Hope you enjoy this. I hope I enjoy this. We shall see. Okay. Rhynia Degrance. A new ruler emerges. Explore your surrounding and expand your domain. Prepare to face your rivals and become the master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new age of wonders. Okay. Starting magic. Wrath of the Faithful. Call to Glory. Okay. Now, let's see how this works. Now, this is all based on turns. Okay. We have an income of 99 gold. I think that is... Let's see. Okay. 300 gold with an income of 99. My city income is 125, but the unit upkeep is 26. My mana used for casting spells and summoning units. Income per turn is 20. City income is 20. World map casting point. World map casting points are used to cast spells on the world map. So base of plus 40 and Tome of Faith is plus 5. Okay. Order Affinity is the power that brings structures to the cosmos and to the lives of mortals, associated with light, faith, justice, and the government of empires. Order Affinity is opposed to Chaos Affinity. Empires are free cities with opposing affinities will suffer relation penalties. Okay. Empire Nature Affinity. Nature Affinity governs the energies of life, promoting growth and revitalization. It is associated with farming, druidism, and control over the living world. Nature Affinity is opposed by Shadow Affinity. Empire Chaos Affinity. 1. Chaos Affinity is the cosmic power of change and destruction, associated with conquest, strife, and demonic forces. Chaos Affinity is opposed by Order. Okay. Now. Set production, plowing fields. So here, we go into the building screen. This is the, the city screen. I have a population of 1. And there's all kinds of things I could do here. So let's say I can build something like Clergy Commons I can build. That requires 130 production, which I have a production level right now of plus 21 per turn, which is on the left. You have food, production, draft, which is the sword and so that's the sword. The hammer is production. The mask is, I believe, morale, or it's stability. That might be. Actually, I think that's stability. And then you have the gold coins. That's the income. The mana income. The research income, which is the book, the purple book. And then next to that is the Imperium income. Below that, you have produce merchandise, produce relations. What those are doing is those are helping to increase certain, like buff the income of certain things. So I actually have an income of plus 40 Imperium because of just existing, I'm guessing. So produce rations helps with boosting up the food income. Produce merchandise boosts up the I think that is the gold. Okay. Now you have to reach certain points to upgrade or build certain things. So let's see. The Clergy Commons is a structure, city structure, gives extra mana income, extra gold income. Use mana to cast spells. Unlocks Tithe Shrine. Cost 130 production, so over turns, your production goes into building that. So that would take me at this time about 7 rounds. The gold is how much it would cost to build. So that I have right now I have 300 gold. That would cost 60. So right there, 7 turns. Build 1 quarry. That's a boost. That helps to actually increase. Let me see. Okay, so the Tithe Shrine, I can build the that's what's unlocked, and that will act as a conduit. Conduits actually help with mana income as well as casting world spells and things like that. But that would cost 250 production and 100 gold, and the boost would be 2 quarries. So let's look at the boost. Boosting a city structure reduces its cost by 30%. Boosts automatically apply when the requirements are met. So that means that if I build a quarry first, it'll decrease the cost by 30%, which would be more economically responsible, but it would take more time before I could get to it. The library increases knowledge income. Knowledge income is all about researching. Knowledge is the collective arcane wisdom of your sages and wise men as they explore the secrets of the magical affinities, used for researching spells and other skills from tomes. Unlocking a tome increases the knowledge cost of all skills in future tomes. If there is no active research, then leftover knowledge will be kept as surplus. Gain knowledge by building research posts in provinces, building certain city structures, and collecting pickups. Okay, so you have the different tomes. This unlocks the Arcane Institute, which increases knowledge income even more. So I'm going to have to start building some things. Okay. Next is Storehouse. Plus 10 food income, speeds up city growth, which is always nice. That unlocks the granary. Town Hall 2, Castle. This is upgrading the city. It starts unlocking all, even more things. It begins to give you access to higher tiered units. The Vendor, plus 10 gold income. Use gold to buy units and city structures. This unlocks the market. Workshop, increased draft income, increased production income. Build a farm. This is actually usually a pretty solid starter, because this will make it so it's quicker to build everything else up after the fact, as well as increasing the production of units. And that allows you to have the stonemason and blacksmith produce merchandise. All this does is convert 25% of production to gold. Okay, so there's build structure, recruit unit. Let's see here. Right now I have access to the archer, which is your basic ranged unit, person with a bow. Very good for supporting from the back lines. Peasant pikeman. Basic melee unit, but it's a polearm. So polearm units, specialists in taking out large threats and cavalry, and can counter shock unit charges. So, very nice. And then you have your scouts. The scouts, they wander around and discover, they remove the fog of war. They help you out with figuring out the layout of the land, trying to find out where and how you want to expand. Now, you also see they have upkeep. So the scout, each scout has an upkeep of 4. Each pikeman, 6. And each archer of 6 gold. Okay. So let's... No province is annexed. Now, annexing is you literally... So this is a province. So I'd have to go into another province, like right here, and explore it. And if I want it, I can get it. Now, here's the thing. They will have different resources and different bonuses and negatives and things like that. Like this one has a gold vein. When annexed, it's plus. Okay, this one over here has pastures. When annexed, plus 10 food. Okay, this one over here has an iron deposit, plus 10 production. And then you also have, the different terrain types have different movement requirements. So here, this is very mountainous, but it also has rivers. Okay. Here you have fertile plains. This over here is a monastash, a collection of monocrystals, ripe for the taking. This, you just have your scout go and look, check it out, and it will pick it up. So Flotsam, an ancient artifact, a mighty helmet, or maybe a chest full of lost riches. Moving on to it with an army will grant you some gold and possibly an item which your heroes can use. Okay, so let's get into this. What I want to do first is I want to get in here and... or actually, here. Pardon me. Sorry. Get you over here, and let's take a look. Okay, so here I can build an outpost. Quarry can be built here thanks to a province feature. A mine can be built here thanks to a province feature. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to build, let's see, quarry provides production income, meeting the boost requirement for city structures, adjacent bonuses of special province improvements, scale over specific province. Okay. So the quarry gives me production, the mine gives you gold, the forester gives you food and production, and the farm gives you food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a quarry. Let me see here. Is there anything else like it? Let me see if there's something that... Okay, resource node. Okay. much stash. Oh, let me actually get into... Here we go. So, spells, overview, research, advice, and turn. Okay. Empire progression. Let's get into research. So what do I want to focus on right now? Stabs of Mending, unit enchantment, Faithful, which reduces unit upkeep, Mending Touch, a healing ability for use in battle. Okay. Affects units of type support unit. So I don't really have any support units at the moment. Army Heal is a spell, units in target army heal 25 hit points. Okay. That costs 80 world points and 80 spell points. Costs 300 research. Expert. Intermediate. What we're going to do is we're going to start researching Chaplain, which is a support unit that has Spirit Blast, Healing Prayer, and Bless. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to have you go there. And right there, that just gave me an immediate 37 research points, which helps. Now, I'm going to have you go over there. And it, where you see the red, that means that it's going to take a little extra time for it to reach that destination. So it's going to get over there the following round. What I could also do is I could put the scout on auto scouting or auto exploration. Okay, here we have site of long decided battle, scavenge the remains for usable weaponry or useful artifacts. Moving your army onto it will grant you extra draft and possibly an item which your heroes can use. Okay. NPC army or a marauder guard. 160 army power. Well, let's see what our army power is right now. Our army power is 360. So, let's get ourselves set up. We'll go right here. So I haven't researched Seafarer. Okay, so here we will just have them go over to, and I make them get over here. Underground passage. So the underground is its own map. And you can go down there and you have, you can have kingdoms down there and you have different terrain types and different kinds of hazards and different ways of getting around. Pardon. Oof. So, right now I have energy drink and coffee and water sitting next to me. Nose is itchy. Okay. Well, what I want to do at the moment is I want to build a workshop. So it takes 7 turns. It'll up the production in the draft. Okay. And after that, we'll figure something out. And I am actually going to build me another scout, because this will open up the map that much more. And I will also create another archer. Okay. Now, right here, 1 out of 30 population. In 2 turns, I will get a population increase. And every as you gain population increase, it also has an impact on the level of your kingdom. Let me see. Annex new province. I can't. I do not think I can annex a province until I get to a certain point. So, an area on the world map marked by borders have province features which determine province improvements that can be built here. Can be annexed to a city by building a province improvement within. May contain resource nodes, pickups, or an ancient wonder. Okay. Now. You can also assign heroes as governors to your cities, and that has an impact on, that has different impacts on the city itself and how it's run. Yeah, go to your governor. So, Rhynia Degrance. Okay. Level 1. Empire progression. Don't really have anything yet. Item forge. Can't make any item. Use the item forge yet. Okay. Overview. Right. Now, we will have you go right here. And then enter. Day 2 dawns. Okay, let's get you over here. Bring that in. Now, I want you to actually go. Actually, let's have you. Try to remember how to make them. There. Auto explore. There we go. Now, we're going to take my hero. We're going to attack this Marauder Guard. Now, it'll also show the little bar there, which shows that the orange on the left, well, that's how powerful you are compared to the red on the right. This is considered as a safe battle because the number representing my units, my army power is quite a bit higher than the army power of my opposition. So we're going to go in here. Marauder Guard. Now, we could do auto combat and then see how that turns out. That was pretty good. So, for right now, we'll let that go. But we can actually go in and control the entire battle. which can be fun, absolutely. And what you can also do is you can do an auto battle, and if it doesn't turn out quite how you want it, you could just go in and, well, yeah, you could retry. And what that retry does is it makes it so you actually battle for yourself. It's pretty nice, in my opinion, because if you don't lose any units and you're not in a lot of danger, you can just have them heal up over time. Okay, continue. So, just got some resources there. And what I can do is this. Okay, let's inspect. Now this is your heroes. Well, you could do any of them really. Let's take a look at her. She's got a horse. Got a pony. We have melee, command, target friendly non-hero unit gains action points, which that is very useful whenever you're actually in battle. Defense mode, shield wall. This unit ends its turn and goes into defensive mode. Extends its zone of control to all adjacent hexes. +2 defense, +2 resistance, immune to flanking. Because flanking is a thing in here. Don't mind me. It's cold in my apartment, and I have a little shroud on my lap because I'm a decrepit old man. And then you have the defensive tactics, +1 defense, +1 resistance, and +10% evasion when standing next to a friendly unit with defensive tactics. This does not stack. Fast recuperation, regenerating an additional +10 hit points per world map turn. Feudal Lord, while Army Leader, all non-hero units in Army have -20% upkeep. And stand together, unit deals +20% damage when adjacent to another friendly unit with stand together. Very nice. Very useful. Hero Renown. Heroes gain renown as they complete the goals associated with their ambition. Gaining enough renown increases their renown level, which increases the effects their governed city gains from the hero's governance trait. Additionally, renown levels grant units in the hero's army additional morale and reduce the chance of losing units when routed. Okay. Renown level rewards. Governor bonus, army bonus. So, this hero strives to defend their city and empire. Governed city has 100+ fortification health and win a battle in friendly territory. These increase your renown. Now, this the minor ambition is repeatable. The major ambition is not. You get it, and you get it. Okay. Now, nope. Inspect. Equipment. Let's check this out. Feudal longsword. Nope. Okay. Helmet. No helmets. No armor. No boots. Got the horsey. Got the pony. No rings and no other items. So I haven't grabbed anything yet, obviously. And the yellow bar right underneath of the where it says Rhynia Degrance, ruler Harrowfar, Defender level 1, that yellow bar is the experience point progression bar. When that fills up, they gain a level. Whenever they gain a level, they gain hit points, they gain other stat bonuses, and you also gain a skill point, in which there are skill trees. And the skill trees are based on what kind of ruler you are and what class your ruler is. They're neutral. They're not good. They're not evil. They are neutral. They have a 3 defense, 2 resistance, 80 hit points. What are these over here? Okay, so go to your governor, renown level 1, plus 20 food. Renown level 2, acquiring new population requires 20% less food, which is really good. Renown level 3, wizard tower city structure grants plus 2 imperium, which is really good. And then renown level 4, units are recruited at plus 1 rank. Awesome. Cavalry, this unit is mounted on an animal. Yes. Hero. Heroes are important units that can lead armies and become powerful battle units. They are needed to explore ancient wonders, initiate a siege, govern cities. If a hero dies and the opponent is victorious, the hero will go to their prison or crypt. So they're either taken as prisoner or they're dead. Land movement. This unit can move over land hexes. Good for them. Ruler. A ruler is a unit who both represents and leads an empire. They can lead armies and become powerful battle units. Like hero, they are needed to explore ancient wonders, initiate a siege, govern cities. If a ruler loses all of their hit points in battle, they are forced into the astral void. If a ruler is forced into the astral void and their throne city is captured, they lose the game. There we go. Okay. So, with that, I'm going to have her actually go over here. It'll take 3 turns to get there. With that said, is that... Aha! Okay, so now I have another scout. And with that scout, I'm just going to enable auto explore. And then go in and see if there's anything else I can do here. So I will get another archer in 2 turns. Can't annex anything yet. My population will grow. It will increase in 1 round. Okay. Recruit unit. Now, I can also... Let me see. If I really wanted to, I could also hurry recruitment by spending gold. And that basically means that I'll sacrifice the gold in place of the production. Then the following round, I will get, it'll be done. Which can be very useful, but you don't want to use up all your gold. Unless it's kind of an emergency. And you could do the same thing here. Like, I could spend gold and hurry up the production of one of these. Okay. Nope. No empire progression yet. Okay. So... Let's end the turn. And let things just happen. Excellent. Okay. Here we have an army of Marauder Guard. Let's take a look at these. Fury. Okay. Woven Bloodletters. So, Doggo with a bow, and Crooked Nobles, Peasant Pikemen, Goblin with a Falcon? I don't think that's a Bardiche. Bardiche? So, and then, you know, they hold, like, Goblin traits. Hideous Stench, -2 resistance, -2 status resistance, adjacent enemies without this trait. Sneaky, plus 25% damage on flanking attacks, stand together. Now, these two you can actually have as a racial trait. You can choose them. Okay. So they have a combined, they have an army base of power of 115. Now let's see what we have here. Okay, my population increased, so now I can annex. What I want to annex is, by the looks of it, let's see. Do I want food? Do I want gold? This is for the underground. Or production. Food, gold, or production. Right now, I think the gold. And then I can build the quarry. Okay. And that is going to take a little bit to finish up. But right there, that expanded the territory that I have. That also expanded out and allows me to see over here. Okay, what do we have here? Inspect. Monk. Now this is coming in from the Ways of War expansion. And as you can see, this has a 243, which is a bit more than the other two that we've seen so far. So it's going to be a bit tougher to deal with. Okay. So you... Uh-huh. What is this? This is a gold vein. This is a gold... Wow, there's a lot of gold veins out here. I mean, this is the base map for starting off and learning the game. So, I'm going to have you actually go explore here. Oh. Razorback. So this looks like a very, very, very angry porcupine that probably crawled out of the Hudson River. Very possibly. Okay, quill shot. And then we have Gore-Tusk Piglet. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that that's absolutely adorable. And I would pet that. I would pet that all day long. And probably try to play fetch with it. And hope that it would, like, you know, take a nap on my lap while I pet it. It looks adorable. And you play a little bit of tug of war. That, I don't know. It's cute. I don't know how pettable it is. Maybe chin scritches. Maybe belly rubs. I don't know. Depends on how spiky everything else is. But, I probably want to wear some good old-fashioned plate armor before I give it a hug. So, alright. So right here, we have 115 power. So, I could, honestly, take that out. And my archer there is about healed up. So, there's that. Then we have over here... we got a Dark Warrior Overbearing Pest, so Rat Folk, Call the Weak, which is a dark culture trait. And it has Overwhelmed Tactics and Quick Reflexes, which are seen with the Rat Folk form. We have another Goblinoid Pikeman. Another Goblinoid Pikeman. And we have a Goblinoid Archer. Okay. That is 170. Alright. Now, we have Empire progression. Let's take a look. So, General. Now, with this skill tree is all based on your, I believe, your Imperium. Let me see. Yeah. It's based on Imperium. You can spend Imperium to get one of these. And they are based on what you have access to. So this is general, and each one of the others is dependent on a focus, and you get different benefits for your whole kingdom. So here, Basic Seafaring unlocks the ability for units to embark and use vessels to cross the water, and for flying and floating units to travel over water, which is actually pretty important. This, income per turn, +6 Imperium. So, let me see. Excavation unlocks the ability for units to excavate earth and terrain in the underground. That's actually pretty important whenever you're trying to get around, because there's going to be points where you're underground and you can't move further because there's a big pile of earth right in the way. So you have to excavate it. So in order to do that, you have to spend the Imperium to allow yourself to have that ability. Road building, general empire skill. Unit can build roads on the world map. Most terrain costs 6 to 8 move points, while roads cost 5. That makes it so your units can get around so much easier, because different units have different movement costs. And different terrain types have different movement costs. So if you have cavalry have higher movement rate maximums. Road building can be enabled in the army panel. Roads are built on hexes along which the army moves and cost 3 gold per hex. So it may cost money over time, but it can really help out with logistics. Expanded governance, repeatable general right increases the city cap by +1. That means that the you can spend the Imperium and make it so you could have more cities. Right of last stand. Each day in your empire, each city in your empire loses -1 population, but immediately summons 3 tier 1 units. Okay, it's interesting. If you really need some quick units, that's something to do. But it drops your population in each city by 1. Whispering Stones are used for free cities. When you encounter a free city, you can go in and you can give them Whispering Stone. What the Whispering Stone does is it allows you to actually communicate back and forth with them. And every turn, it increases your influence with that free city. The higher your influence gets, the more your relationship with that evolves. And eventually, you'll be able to take them over, whether it's peacefully or, in a way, forcefully. And that could give you varying benefits. And then eventually you could actually decide to raise the city, in other words, destroy it, take it over. You can keep the original people that live there, or you could remove them and put your own people in for a different race that you have access to. That can have a lot of different consequences. You could so there's a lot that can be done with that, but it takes time and it has its own focus. Advanced sensing. Units and cities gain +2 vision range and +3 sensing range. That can actually be pretty big, but it's much better whenever you are in like earlier game or on a much bigger map. Force March. This has a this is like a little more advanced. Never, in my limited amount of time that I've actually played this, I don't know. Siege specialization, general empire skills gain +1 siege project slot. That's basically, you have so many siege project slots, and the siege project slots, if I remember correctly, they are based on like making siege weapons. You have so many at a time, and that increases that. Advanced logistics. Roads cost 3 move points instead of 5, which can be pretty huge. And teleporter infrastructure. Cities can now build teleporters. Yeah. Sounds fun. Okay. So right here, gotcha. Now, I could go into this, I could go into that. Now, with all that said, in order to actually purchase any of these, as you can see, there's a little yellow line coming off of this. It has to actually reach one of those nodes before you can purchase said node. And in here, Pacification, destroying an infestation or conquering a free city grants a stacking plus 300 relations to all other free cities for 10 turns. Okay, now diplomatic channels, you have all these different things. So when I gain access to them, I'll actually start looking more into them. Nature affinity gives you different things. They all give you bonuses, but this is the basis, the base. You don't have any. In order to get materium, I have to have materium focus of some form. You could get that from researching tomes, but you can also get that from acquiring knowledge from dungeons. You can get that from different resources that you find on the map and you annex into your kingdom. You could get that through different magical materials that you can actually get a hold of. So there's a lot to that. And also researching the tomes. The tomes will actually give you general research, enchanted crow companion, wayfinder enchantment. So I could cast these. This, let me see. Okay, so the ones I have feudal, I have access to feudal. Signet of Knighthood, Hold the Line, Call to Glory. Okay, so I don't have those yet because I have not learned them. I haven't researched them, but it's a pretty interesting little thing. A scout unit. I mean, I don't even remember these. Maybe I didn't really look into them that hard. Okay. Signet of Knighthood. Grants non-feudal units stand together, which increases damage. Okay, so that allows you to turn your non-feudal units, the ones that you gain from research, the ability to become feudal units, essentially. Hold the line. Okay. And Call to Glory increases morale and becomes strengthened 1. Okay. Oh. You also get Levy Camp. Okay. Interesting. Requires City 2. That's, yeah, so I have access to that. So this in order to have this, I would have to spend mana to get it. But it's pretty nice, actually. And a flying scout unit, always useful. Very fast movement, wayfinder. Okay. That increases the you can cast this on scouts. So very fast movement, 48 movement on the world map, 6 movement in combat. So it increases the movement by quite a bit. Very nice. Okay. Then here, right. I think the Abbey I can. Let me see. Counts as a research post, must be built on an acquired province. Okay. Alright. That's going into the tome. So let's see where we're at here. Okay. Yeah. So I don't really have much of anything else going on right here. I can also kind of focus certain things here. So kind of focus on food, focus on production, focus on draft, gold, mana, knowledge, Imperium, or city stability. And that's where you are going to really, like, let's say you really just want to focus on building up your gold. Then you would turn that on, and it's going to focus heavily on building up gold. Or just go in the manual. Okay. So let's end the turn here. Okay. Now let's see where we're at with research. Okay, so right now we are at 217 research of 250 to get the chaplain. That's quite nice. Okay. Next tome is in 4 research cycles, which means I have to research 4 things before I have access to my next tome. And it'll give me a selection of tomes to choose from. Okay. Now, you, I'm actually going to, let's see, what do we have sitting here? Iron deposit. And here we have gold vein. Well, I could go in and fight. That'll give me experience points, which is very useful. And right now, let's see, you're 175 and you are 115. So that would be a much safer group. So I think I'll do that. Okay. Meeting Inquisitive Bridgedale. Now this is an event. You have events that pop up out of nowhere all the time. As well as ones that are, you get to know, this is a free city. So I got into range of encountering a free city. And this is what I was talking about by giving them Whispering Stone. Now, there are events that will happen out of nowhere. There are events whenever you go into a location, the events will pop up, and you will have different options of how you're going to interact or react. You're going to have places that you could go in and explore. Like dungeons and such, and ruins, and you could go in and you could take them out, or explore them or whatever, and you have different things. And the higher level dungeons will have multiple events within them that progress toward an end resolution, and that could be involving battles, that can involve kind of like games of chance, where it's like, well, you have a 30% chance of this occurring, or a 40% chance of this occurring, or whatever. And then there's just things that you decide to do, and it'll branch you into a different direction, or it could just end the entire progression right there, and you might get some kind of a benefit from it. Okay, Duchess Taryn Smith of the Free City of Bridgedale greets you with a small measure of awe. Most valiant Rhynia Degrance, Bridgedale extends a cautious hand. Welcome. Apprehension and excitement steer our words in equal measure. Seldom have we encountered one such as you, risen through the ranks of mortality to champion their people. How, one cannot help but wonder, will you endeavor to rule these lands, for good or for ill? Give Taryn Smith one of your Whispering Stones to start negotiations and gradually improve your allegiance with you. Let's see if the people of Bridgedale are of interest. Okay. There we are. Bridgedale 2. So what I could do with this... Here's allegiance. So right there you have the allegiance aspect. So there is on one side, if it goes in one direction, you start going into battle, like war with them. Going toward, progressing more toward the positive, it goes into trade and then alliance. You could even vassalize them. So I'm going to give them my Whispering Stone. I think I have 2 Whispering Stones right now. Does it tell me somewhere? Yeah, it has. Okay, I have 1 Whispering Stone. It's up on the top right next to Research and my Imperial. That little circle with the 1/1, that's my Whispering Stones. So, there we go. Give them my 1 Whispering Stone. And if I wanted to, I can just give a good boost to allegiance out of nowhere by donating, by spending 40 Imperial. Okay. Open the cooperation submenu for the Free City. Depending on your relations with the Free City, they may be willing to trade resources per turn and any magic material that they have available. Here you can also manage war coordination settings with the Free City. So let's take a look here. War coordination with the Free City will be enabled after negotiating a pact of vassalage. Okay. So, right. All right. So now that I gave them Whispering Stone, my influence on them will gradually increase over time. Okay. Now I can actually go in and battle. Okay. Your troops engage the Razorback and its minions, but they cower in fear rather than put up a fight. Most of them try to hide, while others huddled on the ground. They seem to be begging for mercy through panicked hisses and cries. Do you let the scared Razorback and other creatures go, or attack them regardless? So here you go. This is an event, and this affects your morale, your alignment. Now I could go into evil alignment by just attacking, but they're cowering. They don't want to attack, so I can let them go, and that's good alignment. And the independent army will be removed from this location. Now, I don't get experience points from this, but I get an increase to my alignment. And the alignment will affect what events will also come to me. My alignment will also have other impacts on my civilization and its growth, and how other rulers will react to me, because every ruler has different preferences and alignment and how I'm running my kingdom / empire. Okay, evil character action -5 alignment. good character alignment, plus 10 alignment. So I'm going to let them go. With that, I get rewards, which is pretty nice. Okay, so that's going to increase my production by 76 momentarily. Like a sudden boost to production. And I get the Ruthless Band of the Arrow Shield. Let's take reward. Now, let's go into this and see what we have. Okay, now as you can see, the ring has an exclamation point. That means that I have something new. Empty slot. Ruthless Band of the Air Shield. This unit is 30% harder to hit by physical, ranged, and magic attacks. And it also gives me Vicious Killer. This unit inflicts increased morale penalties when killing an enemy. Affects enemy units up to 3 hexes, which means whenever if she has this equipped and she has that Vicious Killer, when she does a finishing blow on one of the enemies, when you're actually commanding the combat, any enemies within 3 hexes of that has a massive hit to their morale. Every unit has morale, unless it has like some trait that makes it so it doesn't have any morale effects whatsoever. Like probably some kind of zealous units, maybe. I don't know. But what ends up happening is if their morale drops to a certain point, they'll run away. They can actually flee the entire battlefield. That removes them. And there are certain things that make it so if your units flee, if you have certain traits, that means that they won't be removed from your army. But if they just flee, there's either a definite or a possibility that you'll lose that unit forever because they deserted. There's also certain traits depend on certain factors like your culture type. If you cause enemies to flee, you can capture them and convince them to be in your army, depending on how you work things out. The Reaver culture is very big on that kind of thing. So I am going to definitely take this, because this is quite nice. Alright. That's my first little piece of gear. Okay. Let's go into hero skills.
A hero gains skill options from 3 sources: class, origin, and affinity dedications.
Okay. Skill points may be used to unlock skills from any of these trees, granting new abilities and properties as well as access to future hero skill options. Okay. So, Mortal Champion, you have these specific things that you can go into. Now, right here, you'll see this, it has like a little lock on it. That means that when you choose one of these two, it locks the other out. So defensive formation leads into Champion of Perseverance. Offensive formation leads into Champion of War. If you choose offensive formation, you completely lock out defensive formation and Champion of Perseverance for this hero. And same goes in opposite. If you choose that, you cannot take this line. Over here, command. If you take, you already have command. But if you decide to put in a point to either decisive command or coordinated command, once you take one of them, you lock out the other permanently from this character. Okay, so you'll see here and there, this is how it kind of focuses on your character. And then you have signature skills, you have the defender's class skills, so yeah, there you go. I designed her to be a defender. She's a mortal champion. There we are. So, okay. Now, one moment. Okay. Moving the, okay. I have to figure out where my picture is going to be best here. So, let me see here. That would be in the way there. So what I'll do is, at the moment, put it there. Okay. I might end up moving it all over the damn place, so we'll see. This kind of a game, it doesn't have, like, a lot of things going on. Okay, so, or it has too much going on the screen for it to be remaining in one spot, I guess you could say. But where it was hiding some of the information in the top left, which I didn't realize I was talking about earlier. So now you can see. Okay, so right here I have some notices. Alignment changed. Okay, your alignment has changed from neutral to good. Plus 100 relation with free cities and rulers that have neutral or better alignment. Random events that occur have a plus 10% chance of being positive. There we go. Good to know. And, right here, Flowing Fields Produced Workshop. And now, because I didn't have anything else set up in the queue, it automatically set to Production Flowing Fields. Okay. So I could go in and take a look. Alright. Now, what I can do is I can build something new. Get something else going, which can be very, very helpful. Okay, so here, the vendor, it would get a good boost if I had a farm built. The storehouse would get a good boost with a forester. The stonemason, 2 farms. The library, a forester. Clergy commons, already boosted. That would give me mana and gold. And because I already have a quarry, that would be built a little quicker. I'd have to build another quarry for the blacksmith. The blacksmith unlocks the armor. So, I think because I have this boosted, I'm going to take it now. And I'm going to be getting another population jump in one turn, so I might be able to annex another area. And if I do that, maybe I'll do a farm or a forester. Because I don't see anything that requires a mine at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I don't. So, okay, I'll do the clergy commons. And that'll be ready in 3 rounds. Now my archer is about to be done. And I think I'm going to do a peasant pikeman. Good. Okay. Good. And then, there. Get that off of there. So here I'm going to, I'm probably going to take this one, and then I will get food buff, and yeah, I'll get a food buff for this area. What is this? Okay, that's forest. So here, I think I'm gonna might build forestry. Get that done and out of the way. Which will give me some production and food. And as you can see right here, I have my quarry. Okay, so now, as this increases in population, one of the things that you'll also notice is the appearance is going to change. It's going to get bigger. And not only is the city itself specifically going to get bigger and change, but the area around it is going to gradually change. It's going to become more developed, which is, I think, is pretty cool. Okay. So you go there, and I'm going to have you move in this direction. Okay. Let's end the turn. Now. Now let's see here. That's neat looking. So let's take a look at it. No, I did not want to go in that direction. I messed up with that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So let's take a look at this. Carrion bird. Okay. And then wyvern fledgling. Let's actually take a quick look at these. So, yeah, it's pretty neat looking. Alright. There's the carrion bird. So it's like a vulture. Alright. Maybe a condor. I'm thinking vulture. Could be wrong. This, oh, this is a cute little slither hatchling. Oh, he's cute. Oh, it has little stupid wings. Look at those stupid little wings. They're not quite stupid, not quite wings, but completely stupid. And it has draconic rage because it's an angry boy. Aw, he's cute. Okay, that looks that's a 205 right there in power. All right, well let's take a look at this. Okay, so produce an archer. Okay, flowing fields can annex another province. So let's do that now. Yes, we're going to take this one over. I mean, I could try and take that over. I'm gonna grab this one. Because this has the pasture. Grassland, forest, and rocky. It has pastures, so I will build forester. There. And you can see the animation and everything there. So we're starting to build out. Starting to look decent here. Oh, so these guys here are in this, the Blossom Orchard itself, are from Ways of War. And so is this. The Archon Blood. You might want to start moving in that direction. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. Yep. It's like a big turtle-like thing with an Oni mask on it for its back shell. And a face for its, from the... I think that's the claustrum? Plastrum? I can't remember the proper terminology. But this is a Radiant Guardian. It's a shield unit. It's pretty cool looking, in my opinion. And then we have Zealot Lizardman Angels. Shedding Industrialist. With spiky clubs, and they're glowing. Angel Lizardman monks with spiky clubs. Because why not? I approve. Yeah. What do we have here? Okay. Fighter unit, Celestial. Celestial unit with +2 Spirit Resistance, -4 Blight Resistance, -4 Frost Resistance. Inspiring kill or control loss of unit. Okay. In flying. It has a +2 vision range, can move in any terrain at a movement cost of 5, requires seafaring to traverse water hexes, and can safely move past. Okay. Sure. Yeah. All the power to you. But it's standing over top of a magical material, which is actually quite useful. So I would have to up my my population twice to annex that. Which means what I might look into doing is whenever I start building up a new city, I might want to do that over here. And then that can start blending in over here. Or I could do it over here. So, okay, got a small monsters den over here. Okay. So... Right. It's pretty neat. So I'm gonna leave my archer there for the time being. Set arcane research. Well, I can now bring in my healing unit. You know, I could start hiring them. So I could take Enchanted Crow Companion. We looked at that a little bit. That's cool. You know, it'd take me 2 turns to cast it because of the world point amount. Or more. I'll have to see how that works. Faithful Whispers. Skill level. Sustained city spell. Tome of Faith. Allegiance with target free city increases 30% faster. So that would increase the effectiveness of the Whispering Stone and make them become my friends faster. Or I could choose Signet of Knighthood, which is a unit enchantment. So I could do that. But I think I'm going to choose the Crow Buddy. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to choose... Now, here's the thing. What you're allowed to research from at a given time is pretty much randomly generated. but it's randomly generated from the tomes that you have. Predominantly the highest tome that you have active. And you can spend mana to shuffle the research. But I think I'm going to take... I'm going to choose Suggestive because that'll extend my defensive capabilities to non-feudal units. Right here, recruit unit, as you can see now, I can do a chaplain. Problem is, I can't do a chaplain until my Town Hall 2 evolves. My Town Hall becomes a castle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put library in, storehouse in, and I could put in Arcane Institute. That'll be pretty nice. Blacksmith will give me more draft. The stonemason will give me more production. I think I should put in my Town Hall after that. Now, the Caltrop stash, what that is that increases your fortification capacity. You can build different types of fortification improvements. And whenever you're attacked, it will make it more difficult for invading forces to actually get in there. Okay, so special province improvement. So I have the Abbey, and I have the Levy Camp. Now, these are active because I put them because I brought it up after the castle would be built. So they are not... You can't access them until after. Alright. So for right now... Okay. We'll go with that. And that'll be active in 14 turns. But that can change. That can easily change. Because my population will increase. And if I get another area that improves my productivity, I could drop those numbers down. So it'll get them a bit faster. Okay. Now, what I want to do with the archer here come on. No. There we go. Okay, wait one turn. Guard. Removes the army from the list of armies pending orders. I want them to guard. And what that does is it makes it so I don't have to worry about them. Okay. let's see here. Well, all of my units are set. Let's end that turn. And what I'll do next... Okay, done. Let's see what we have in here. My Imperium is currently at 200. I now have access to pacification. Destroying an infestation or conquering a free city grants a stacking plus 300 relations to all other free cities for 10 turns. So I can purchase that, or I can wait and see, like this, fruitful integration, nature empire skill. Founding or absorbing cities takes -2 turns. Newly founded or absorbed cities gain +1 population. So if I really want to, I can wait, get that, and then I can found a new city. And it'll be a lot quicker. So that's a thought. That's an option. There's also this, which is basic seafaring. So I might actually get this and this, because that will actually help with moving around the map and with building up new cities, so expanding my empire that much more. Let's see. Yep. I think that will be a good idea, because that will also allow me to go and reach that that stuff that's floating in the water. Okay, so I will be able to wait for 2 turns to get this, and I think it said 3 turns to get that. That's fine. Okay. So, you want to go in this direction. And then you're exploring. I think that's a gargoyle? Yeah, this is a gargoyle. Who's a good stony boy? And then lesser stone spirit. That's pretty cool looking. I like the stump on the shoulder. The mushrooms. That's fun. Looks like a good time. Okay, what do we have here? Gold vein. Okay. Okay, this is... Okay. Neat. Feline highborn. Looks like a white cat. Almost like a white tiger. Okay, that's cool. Polearm unit. That's neat. Yep, you can actually make your civilization have access to riding these flying dragon boys. Having them as your permanent mounts for the whole civilization. Cool. Yeah, that looks a little dangerous. Neat. Okay. Okay, new empire development skill available. Yep. Already looked at that. Okay. Ended. Okay. Meeting misguided Chakdon. Goat person. Chieftain Karst Skull Torture of the Free City Chakdon greets you with a wicked smile. Your so-called benevolence only makes you weak. I will prove to the people of Shakton and everyone in this realm that there is no such thing as right and wrong, only strength and weakness. Okay. Inspect the warmongering Chakton.
You have encountered a hostile free city. They are independents that can be vassalized, integrated, or conquered.
The city is at war with you. You can defeat them through conquest or negotiate a peace, after which you can give them a Whispering Stone to start building a relationship with them. Okay. Now I can give them money, and that'll make it so we're at peace, but here's the thing. They have a very, very different philosophical agenda, which will straight up make it so over time they'll want to go back, will be driven back to war. Unless I put in some really, really, really heavy work on them and vassalize them. Or I could just straight out take them over. We'll see. Might do that. They seem to be evil. So, cartographer. Now, they are up here. Okay. Now this right here is a monster den. A throng of vile monsters claim this region. If left unchecked, they will grow in strength and expand their territory and send out invasion armies. So this will, over time, become more powerful. And in so doing, they'll actually start sending raiders to attack my city and attack my units. So right now, what I can do is I can actually start sending them up here. And I'm 360 compared to their 180, which means that it will gradually, or that means that I'm at quite a bit of an advantage. That's nice. So in 5 turns, she'll be able to get up there. Okay. Anything else? Maybe? Yes? No?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's going on in here. I'll have a pikeman ready. Not too terribly interested in making another unit until I have access to my Chapter 2 units. Or Tier 2 units, so yeah. Okay. And I'm going to increase in population. Okay, rewards. Wand of the Rising Undead. Okay. I can disenchant it, and what happens with that is this is for building and making magical gear. So I could do that, where I can hold on to this and use it. The thing is that, do I want her to start going in the ways of necromancy? I don't think so. So what I'm going to do in place of that is I'm going to disenchant this equipment. Disenchanting destroys the equipment and rewards in exchange for binding essence. Are you sure you want to do this? Now, I don't know if I need to have some kind of a receptacle to hold the binding essence or not. And if I don't have it, then it just goes to waste and I'm wasting the energy. Or if this is going to go into, I'll be able to hold on to this until later. So I'm going to do it. I'll see. So, okay. Okay, name day celebration. You received an official invitation from the friendly Duchess of Bridgedale. The great Queen Rhynia Degrance. We of Bridgedale hereby humbly invite you to join the name day celebration of our Duchess Taryn Smith. We would be honored if you would attend, and we look forward to your gift. Okay, order your finest artists to paint a flattering portrait of Duchess Taryn Smith. That would, Rhynia Degrance loses 158 gold, but relations with Bridgedale jumps 200 points for 18 turns. That's pretty huge. A small trinket will suffice. Rhynia Degrance loses 99 gold. Relations with Bridgedale plus 100 swayed for 18 turns. That's still pretty damn good. Make an excuse to not attend the celebration. Relations with Bridgedale minus 150. Displeased for 18 turns. Let's go with this, because I don't want to lose a full 158 right now. We'll go with 99. Okay. So with that, let's look at them. Oh, that's me. That's not them. That's me. Okay, here we go. So, okay. Pact of Cooperation in 3. Not bad. Oof. Pardon me. Unpleasant. Okay. Well, in 3 turns, I'm going to be significantly improving my standing right now. Okay. Cool. I don't think I have to be here. I'll do that. Cancel. Okay. So, I am going to, get her moving up there. Flowing fields produce clergy commons. And here I will just let it sit. Archer Battlements, Arcane Institute. There's a squirrel on my porch. Silly squirrel. Okay. And all right. Now good. All right. Well, it looks like we are going to end the video here. Well, as you can see, it's a slow start because figuring things out, trying to get things together, understanding how things work. So maybe, the next video will go a little faster. We'll see. I've already gotten a little bit in, turn 7. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. you're not bored to tears and what have you. I'm going to go and chew on a little bit of raw pumpkin and relax for a few minutes and maybe work on another video or something. So thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. If you feel like it, I appreciate it. I appreciate your patronage and viewership, and hope to see you soon. Thank you very much, and take care.